Hello, traders, and happy Wednesday. I hope you're all doing good. Welcome to the live trading room. I hope you all had a really good start to the week. And today we're going to look at what is going on in the market. For goodness sake, we're having such a big movement. We had gaps, we had big push down, then we have recovered all this push. So we'll be definitely talking about what on earth is going on in this market. So if you are just a beginner and if you don't know how to trade it, or if you are unsure of what trading is, then you can always reach out to us at Get Leveraged support. So it's support at getleveraged.com, and I'll be happy to talk to you and guide you through your journey. Now, I do want to say that anything I do in here, and if you have any question at all and you don't understand, you are welcome to join our Discord community. There is a learning hub in there where you can ask your questions, and if there's something that I can help you with, I'll definitely be jumping in there and help you with that. So let's look at the markets. Like I said, a lot has been going on, and market is definitely moving. I'm not sure how you are guys doing with your trades, but for me, as a trader who's trading pullbacks, markets like these where there's big push one way or a big push another way is not good conditions for me. So this morning I was roasted by markets on EU and GU, so I traded both and I was completely smashed. I will also share my C trader just in a second, but like for analysis sake, I'm going to use the trading view. Now, let's see what we have on the chart. So these are my 15-minute zones. This is, this is how I trade. So if you see it differently, that's absolutely fine. So what I was expecting today, actually in the morning before, I didn't know this is going to happen, right? So we saw this, like a consolidation, but you can also say this is a really nice rejection of this zone. So I thought we are, filled this move, and potentially, like, I was happy to get into sellers and be a seller in the market. Now, the thing is, obviously it didn't work, as you can see, and I'll show you exactly. So I entered this short position here. And I was targeting these lows in here. And as you can see, it didn't end well for me, and I was stopped out. And now the thing is, I said we might go down. So there was enough confirmation for me to say that we are going to be selling in the market. But I thought, well, if we push up, then I would like to see the pullback, right? And as you can see, it never happened. So the price is trading really nicely within the zones, but unfortunately, I never got my pullback. And sometimes it is, as a trader, it does frustrate me because I'm like, well, I want it to be a buyer, but I could not get an entry in here. So I will delete these arrows just so it looks a little bit clearer. But the idea was first to sell, and it looked like a really good sell setup. So I took the risk and entered this trade, was stopped out. And then as you can see, we did push higher, and now we have filled this gap for sure now, right? So now it's like we're literally in the middle between these zones. I mean, you can find a zone in here, and like so, try and like take these, then break this with a gap, and there could be zone, and you could be saying that market might move lower from here, like so, but at the same time it could do this, right? Come to this area, because this zone right here, it's a 4-hour zone. If I change my time frame to 4 hours, and then you can see that this zone is for 4 hours, and technically, like, this was used as a support, and this in here was our first rejection, right? So we broke, rejected, and then it went lower, and this would be our like second touch, which is a really good confirmation to sell from there. But yeah, I mean, I would not really want to be involved in here, like so. So really, really hard to say what's going to happen. Are we going to pull higher, or we might, recover this move. And looking at the GU, very similar story in there. But the GU, if you were here on Monday, I said, look, when you look at the 4 hours, GU never broke, right? So it was never really confirmation for sellers, right? So we actually rejected in here and then we went higher. So this area was never broken. But if you look at the EU, then EU did broke and then use this area as a support now, right? So GU is looking bullish. So we might even see, if there's enough bullish pressure and if we break, then we might go higher. Or if we fail to break, then technically we shouldn't have really closed like this on this candle. We should have already like made a low because this is now broken, right? If you read the price action like this. So this is a high, higher low, all these in here. So this is the previous one. And as you can see, this candle completely smashed it through. So now we have broken the structure. Okay, so more bullish, I guess, on higher time frames. And then on 15 minutes, we can see what is it going to do. And not clear at all. So, I mean, we could be buying in here, I guess. But see, when I talk, like, I don't know if you can hear it in like my voice when I talk that, it's not clear enough. I'm not sure. It's always better to stay out because it's really, really important for us as traders to listen to us, how we are analyzing markets, how good we feel about the setups that we're looking at. So I wouldn't want to pull a trigger on this. So maybe just leave it be until I see more of like a clearer view. Okay, next thing is gold. I want to go through the gold. And as you can see, the gold was, so these are the zones that I set like here on the Monday. And we can see that from here, we did push higher and we went to this zone and we failed to break lower, right? So now technically the same thing. We kind of like pushed here. So maybe like this. Let me see. Okay, like that. We do manage to break and go lower. But gold is moving. I mean, this is a really nice support right here for gold. Really nice support area. So if you're like looking, let's see the 4 hours, how the 4 hours is looking now. Right. Yeah, you can see that this support was really nicely respected, right? Never broke. So now we're going higher. I feel like I'm losing my voice. That's what happens. I've been talking way too much talking. So yeah, like I think it's still bullish, right? Definitely is looking more bullish than bearish because the support was rejected in here. And the same thing like in here in GU, right? The support was rejected like really, really nicely. And the same thing in here. Yeah, so it's interesting to see what the gold is going to do. Are we going to move bullish? Are we going to go higher or are we going to start to fail? Because, when I start to read this price action in here, so this is 15 minutes, we have highs, higher low. We never really broke. For me, the break is when the candle of the body is broken. And in here, it never did. See, like if this is the high, right here, right? If this is the high, then it never broke the wick. So I think it is, moving lower. And look at this in here. Okay, completely losing the voice in here. And look at this in here. So this is a break of structure. And in my eyes, the way I read the market, this is a break of structure. So we'll see. We'll see what the gold will do. But looks like it could move lower. So yeah, I would definitely not do anything just now. Okay, next pair, we'll quickly look at which one? No, not the DAX. Right, this one. I'll put the 4 hours. And as you can see, what it did, it kind of went to test this. So I would say this was more of a scenario, right? So this is the analysis from Monday, guys. So yeah, it looks like we never touch the zone, but it looks like what price is doing, most likely this, right? Unless it finds somewhere like a new support, maybe from this price action in here, and then starts to go higher. But it looks like we could see more of a bearish move on USD. Okay, so I'm going to leave this one. Next one is the DAX. The DAX is on all-time highs. I mean, this is a nice retest, right? We buy, we sell. What do we do? What do we do with DAX? I mean, DAX is on all-time highs. So if this now fails and we do start to go lower, then there's a lot to fill, a lot of gaps, a lot of bullish momentum to fill. So if this does break and we fail to go higher, then we potentially could see, all this fill, all this being filled. So I guess the way I see the structure, probably like the breakup traders who trade the breakups, they're already into buys and now they have been pulled to break even. So now this is a really like a crucial area in the market, like the fight between the buyers and sellers. So we will see what's going to happen. Yeah, this is a super interesting place in the market. Okay, next one I want to look at the dollar. So a dollar, as you can see, like in the Monday, we opened with a gap, pushed, and now we have recovered all the moves. So technically now, this is like I'm going to zoom in a little bit. So this right here, this is our low, right? So now we need to just wait and see if it's going to be protected or not. So that's why it is really, really nice. Like for myself, I just want to sit on my hands and wait and see what's going to happen if we are going to protect this. And then I can see, okay, if that's protected, then I can try and figure out where can I be a seller in the market, right? So, like something like this. If let's say if this fails, yeah, then I could be a seller in the market. So yeah, super interesting. Anyhow, I'm going to take you to the C trader now. I'm going to share my C trader. Let me see. I need to flip between the screens, guys. So give me a wee second. Right, I'm going to remove myself for just a wee second. Stay here. Don't. Okay, I'm back. So this is C Trader. I am using this account when I come on the live streams. So yeah, let's see how it's going to look at the moment. We are in the drawdown. So can you see this actually? Yeah, you should. So this is where I was roasted in the morning. So this is where I took a loss on GU. And then I also took a loss on EU. You should be able to see this as well. Let me see. Right. Viewing options, deal map. There it is. Absolutely roasted. EU and GU totally roasted me. Can you see this? Yeah, so I was trying to sell and unfortunately the market went bullish. So same in here. I was like using this zone. And now, I mean, this is not clear. This zone is just, I don't know, not clear. Not clear at all. I mean, I've been roasted on this account as well. Look at that. I was trying to sell in here and, never happened. So that's trading for you, right? Okay, so now we just need to wait and see what's going to happen. I really don't want to push like any buttons in here because I think it's really, really important to sit on your hands and trade your plan. And as a coach and leveraged, I should be leading by an example, right? So I should lead traders by example. And if Actually, I do want to share. I have been having these one-on-one coaching sessions. By the way, if you're a trader with us, you get to have one-on-one coaching sessions with me, with myself, and normally these sessions are really like for the traders to feel like they have a support, because trading can be really lonely and um, I would say like it's really hard to find the correct word, because I think like it's not like a lonely journey. Like, you have communities. We have in Leverage, we have Discord community. You're welcome to join. The link is in the description. Join the community. You can start to share your charts. You can start to connect with traders and talk ideas, and just really talk and open up, right? So it's not like really a lone journey. It's only alone when you choose to for that journey to be alone. But mostly what traders struggle with, and also like remembering from my experience, from my journey, was to feel like if you're alone at this, and then you feel like you are alone against all this big market, and especially when days like this happen, when you get absolutely roasted in the market, then you start to feel, I'm not good enough, I will never achieve this and that. And then from those negative assumptions comes a lot of emotions. And then what you do is you go to those sell and buy buttons, and you try and take that out on that. And trust me, it never ends well. Never. There, as much as I have talked to the traders, anytime the traders goes either on a tilt, or let's say when the traders completely lose the control of their emotions, they put their trading plan out the window, risk management out the window, and they're just trading pure emotion. It never ends well, never, because you don't have any control whatsoever. So it never ends well. And in these sessions, when I talk with the traders, mostly when they experience losses, it is based on their emotions. So there are so many good traders. It's just, I wish there could be traders who can control their emotions a little bit better. And the thing is, and that emotional control takes time, because like today, I'll be honest, like these losses put me a little bit on the edge. So I was like, oh, I don't like this at all. So but emotional control is really, really, really important. So I want to see the gold. Let me look at the gold in here. Right. We are going to get gold. Yeah, so with the gold, I mean, it is in the really nice support area, right? Let me see. We're gonna make it more transparent like that. So it is in a nice area, right? So if you look at this, you'd be like, yeah, it could be a buyer. So I'm interested. I'm interested to see. But at the same time, it's this was the best, because this was the first push. This is the second one, and you can see that we are struggling. So I mean, do I want to be a buyer? Do I want to buy gold, or do I want to sell gold? To be fair, I don't want to do none of that. I just want to wait to see what's going to happen with EU or GU. Um, but well, we definitely filled the gap, right? We definitely filled that. So we could be going lower. Okay. Right. So I saw something in here. See this trade. So I took a trade. And it was a good profit trade. Right. So it was like 1.3 hour trade. Great, great. I probably closed it because of news or something. Now, when you look at this, do you ever do this to yourself, where you take a trade, a good trade in your plan, and you exited the trade based on your plan as well, and then you look at this, and then you think, wow, look at this move. This moved 260 pips, and you're like, I wish I could have held it. Like, do you ever do that to yourself? Like, I remember I used to do that all the time when I started like trading in like early days, but I literally would be like, any time where I close the trade early and then there's this big push happening, I would always be feeling this missing out, almost like it's just choking feeling. Like, why did I close? Why would I not just leave it open, right? But then sometimes there are things like this happen, right? Where I take my stop and I'm like thinking, thank goodness I had this stop in place, because if I wouldn't, I would be like really, really messed up right now. So, and this is like where the trading psychology is so important for us to control ourselves, because that's also one thing I say on those coaching sessions is when you close the trade, that trade is done and dusted. There's no need to go back to it and like tear it apart to the point where you're starting to feel, oh, maybe I now can go and chase it, or maybe I can go and do something about it. Maybe this is still a good setup, right? So for me, I do this. Once the trade is closed, then I go to my data, I add it into my spreadsheet, I add it into my Notion, I journal about it if there was something to journal about it. Because sometimes I take the trade, it is within my plan. There's nothing much I can say. Everything was done correctly. So there's no really point to go and, journal about it, right? So I don't know if you do something like that, but for me, once the trade is done, I better do not touch it unless I do know that I made a mistake. Maybe the trade was not taken within my rules. Maybe I over risked. Maybe I pushed my stop higher. Maybe you know, I mean, what else could I do wrong? Normally it's those things, right? But I think definitely is the best thing you can do as a trader. Once your trade is closed, you can go and put that into your spreadsheet, but never go and really start to just really dig into it and then like, oh, let me have these ideas and let me do this. Trade up. FOMO, fear of missing out, and regret of not letting a trade run is a killer. Be present in the moment and take what is on offer at the time. Yes, preach, please. And I wish more traders would understand that. And I wish I had that understanding as well when I was starting to trade, because dealing with fear of missing out was a huge thing for me. And I think for me, this was never the case where I'd be like, oh, thank goodness I'm out of the trade. For me, this is what I was struggling with, trades like this, where I take a profit and then I see all this move. And, now you can see that I do have some emotional control because I never took more trades, right? Because I would always try and be like, oh, maybe this is the pullback. I'm going to get in here. Maybe this is another pullback. I'm going to get in here. So these things that you struggle with, you should never feel alone, because I'm telling you guys, most of the traders struggle with this. Most of the traders struggle with fear, with greed, with emotional control or lack of emotional control. But I do agree what you said there, that we need to be present in the moment, right? And just take what market is giving us. Or when we are stopped out like this, right? Just be grateful that you had the stop and, when your trade didn't work and you protected your capital. Because if you're starting to chase, you're not going to be in a good place. I can assure you that you're not going to be in the good place. So, but yeah, looking at the GU now, I think we still need to kind of wait. We need to wait for GU and EU to really see. Unless let me check on 4 hours. Unless we could try and swing trade, I guess. And this would be our zone in here. Let me see if I didn't do this. Can I do this? I've never tried to copy paste. Okay. I can. So see this zone. Let me put this one in here. Okay. So bullish, pullback, tried to go to here, never went, then did come to here, and then broke, retest, sell, and now this is so we broke first, and this is our second retest. So, I mean, if you are like a swing trader, so I guess you could be selling now and maybe protecting your position on this wick in here. And then target these lows, because technically this is a break of the structure, right? And this is a pullback. So you could be a seller in the market. How many pips? 40 pips. What's this move? 187. That's another thing, guys. Now, because there's so much going on in the market, we are in such a volatile time. The range in the market is much bigger than it used to be. I believe yesterday for GU, we also moved over 100 pips in a day. And that's for sure not a normal range. Let me see. So yesterday, starting in here, and where we are today, 125 pips. That's a big range. That is a big range. I remember I used to collect the data on my ranges, how the daily price is moving. And I kid you not, there was times where EU would move 25 pips a day, literally 25 pips a day. And then when I go back to those times when I traded, I was like, I wish I had that emotional control then, because making 10 pips on 25 pip move a day would be so much easier. Like, it would be so much easier, because now the price is moving like 120 pips. It's really hard to get that the right move in there. But yeah, it's interesting how all the things that happen in the world can actually affect us a lot. And for me, that's actually stepping point was not so much stepping point, I guess. It's just like the craziest market that I've experienced was first Brexit, but I don't know, maybe I got lucky or not, but I was clever enough, I want to say, to kind of sit that out. But the COVID one, 2020, that was not nice. That was when everything changed. That was my biggest drawdown. And it was not nice. Again, I think I'm struggling to find words. I'm just saying it was not nice, because it wasn't. It really wasn't nice. Um, and um, and I think what really helped me was that through that time where the market was this volatile, I actually, it was really, like, honestly, it was the best thing to start to control, like, how much willpower I have to actually control myself. And that was the time when I would take my, my notebook, and I would write myself like a note. Today I'm not going to trade. Literally woke up in a random morning. I always say random Wednesday, and I'm like, today I'm not going to trade, because I needed to train myself not to be willing to be in the market all the time. Or, like, this urge. This is another thing we talk about, the traders, and traders. Anna, but I have this urge to be in the market. Like, I see the prices moving, right? So, because if you look good enough, you will find a setup. But how good of the setup that will be, I don't know. But the trader comes in and, Anna, I just have this urge to be in the market. I cannot wait. Like, I cannot sit on my hands and see that there's no price moving, right? So the balance in equity is the same. I can't be looking at that. And I'm like, why do you even need to look at that? you know? But then at the same time, I absolutely understand that, because I was one of those traders. I always wanted to be involved in the market. And it got to the point where I was actually um I was actually opening 0.01 lot just so I could be in the market. And I felt like I'm taking part in this. And this is definitely not a good place to be. That's why I needed to take a step back, and really, like, train myself not to be willing to, not to be needing to be in the market, if that makes sense. And I think this is one of the behavior patterns that I see in other traders as well, when they come and tell me that I just need to be involved in the market. Like, I don't want to miss the move, or I don't want to feel like I'm not making money, or I'm not trading, I'm not doing my job. And these are all the common things I think we struggle as a traders together. But then I can hit them back, because now I know better, right? I can hit them back with, but if you are involved in the market, why do you think you will make the money? Maybe you will lose more money, right? Because we don't come in the market with the idea that we will always be making money, right? So there's definitely these little things that you need to tweak in your mental thinking, right? In your thinking, how you think, why you need to be involved in the market. So for me, I felt like I'm not working, because I'm a full-time trader. I need to work. I need to be involved in the market, right? But then, have you heard the saying that 80% waiting, 20% is executing? Obviously depends on, as a trader, like the style, trading style and all that. But mostly we wait until market is presenting something, right? Either on any of your pairs, we just wait if the market is presenting any opportunity, and we sit and wait. So, and for me, that waiting part was so hard that I just needed to be in the market. So yeah, I remember honestly putting that 0.01 lot just so I can have something moving in there. And then having now this privilege, I would say, to coach other traders and talk with them and then just see myself in them. Like it's honestly the craziest thing ever, because you really then understand that we as a traders, we are on the same journey, and we most likely are feeling the same emotions, making the same mistakes, um, trying to figure out the same things, how we can win this game, win this market. So I feel like I'm going on a little rant here, but I think these are really, really important things to talk about, because I don't want you to feel like you're alone in this. You're definitely not, because um there is a saying, if I can do it, you can do it. But I want to say, if I have been through it, you probably have been through it. And if you have been through it, I probably have been through it. So it's like, again, we are just on such a similar journey, and we probably feel all these similar emotions as well. It's just some traders are, I would say, what I have noticed, there's like, I can put into like different types of traders. Some traders are the ones who feel like they're not doing anything, and they're not working, like they're not involved in the market. Then they feel like, oh, I'm not involved, I need to be, and I'm not working, I'm not doing enough. And then they're the traders who are just money driven, all the time chasing, all the time monetary goals. I need to make payouts, I need to make certain amount of the money, I need to pay this, I need to do this. So it's like very money driven. So, and then there are also traders who are, and I used to struggle with this, maybe not as much, but still, I would be like in the time where I would feel like, and I'm trying not to use this word, but like as a failure, because I'm not reaching all the things together. Like I don't see the success, because success in the trading is following your plan, being emotionally stable, making profits, managing risk. And honestly, like I just felt like I'm just failing all the time. Whatever I do is just not working. So, and normally, like I think with most of the traders now, it's just more like this, the monetary value chasing thing. And then we can talk about the expectation, how we need to set the realistic expectation. Then we can talk about it, why you need to chase that money, why you put so much pressure on yourself. Is it something that you try to prove to people? Because if you're a trader, and if people know that you're trying to trade, and they're like, hey, how is your trading going? They're like rubbing in your face, and you're like, oh, it's been 2 years, I've been trying to figure this out. And you're like, just wait and see. um but yeah, I mean, so many emotions, so many good conversations with traders. And to be fair, I'm not like, I've always really enjoyed having the conversations, not so much really about the charts, about the trades, because I think the juiciest conversations, they come when we talk about our emotions, like how we deal with the market, not like where we enter, where we exit. Obviously that's interesting, that's strategy, that's data. I mean, I love data. But when it comes to talking with traders and having conversations, I think the most craziest stories that we can relate to one another is when we share, the mistakes that we made, or our first wins, or how I felt through this trade when there was this big move in the market happening. I can still tell you the stories. I used to trade GJ, which, by the way, let's look at the GJ. I haven't really looked what the GJ is doing. Let me see. GJ. GPY. Okay. So I used to trade GJ a lot, and GJ likes to wick out massively. And I'm still recovering from that. I'm still recovering from all these wicks that GJ does. But yeah, GJ is bullish. And now we broke this. Feels like we're failing. I think for the breakup buyers who bought in here, they're probably now biting their fingers and thinking, what on earth is going to happen here? Because yeah, it looks like, we did break. Let me see if I can put this. We did break this area in here. Let me put the transparency off. Right. So, um, Yeah, I mean, we did break this area, and probably buyers bought in here, and now they're like, oh no, oh no. So how long they could hold on? Probably to here, to this gap. Yeah, I would say. If you're a buyer in here and you're holding up, I don't know. Oh my. I think that's Peter. Hello, Anna. You saw my analysis on GJ and EJ on the Discord. Let's see. Guys, if you want to be in the Discord, you can just join in. The link is in description. Let's see. Analysis. Trading floor. Lovely. You were selling. Good job. London was lit. Nice. Which one was that? Euro yen. Nice. Well, this was good. Let me see the 15 minutes. I just want to see 15 minute to see how it looks on 15 minutes. This was a really good trade. Yeah, nice. Break, retest. Yeah, this was nice. I think where I would have taken the trade is after this bearish engulfing, which was massive candle, to be fair. Simply because this low in here, we broke it, and then we came to retest this area, and then we're selling off. So now it's also really interesting to see, are we going to sell off further, or this is where we're going to go? Did you take a profit? Yeah? Yeah, you did. Nice. That's super cool. Yay. I love to see others win while I'm losing. Well, I'm like really having all the bad time in here. Right. So I feel like I need to I mean later on I'll be like, "Hey Anna, you did the live stream. You never put the trade on again." So I feel like I need to give you something, guys. So I'll tell you this. If this candle is closing bearish in 7 minutes, 8 minutes. If this candle is closing bearish in 8 minutes, I'm going to enter the sales in here. I will put my stop just above this area in here. So it's 17 pips. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to be, wait guys, I already had a loss today. Let's see. Today I'm 2% down, right? So my drawdown is 4% a day. Okay, so we'll risk still 1%. We'll put 18 pips. So my lot size is going to be click, click, click. I'm just clicking on the mouse. If you can hear it, I'm sorry. Okay, there we go. 557, and then we'll see. So only if this candle is closing bearish, only then I'll take it. If it's bullish, I'm not taking it. So I'm not giving you a trade. If it's bullish, I'm not taking it. So okay, and then let's look at the GU. GU 15 minutes. Okay, same thing really, right? Where do I put the stop then? Let's do this. It's 23 pips. Right, so what I need to do, I actually need to half my risk because I don't want to blow this account, you guys, just in case if I lose, okay? So, okay, right. If this candle is bearish, I'm going to sell as well. I know, it's like, it's crazy. I need to give you something, right? Some of you like messaged me in the Discord. Anna, give us some trades. You can also comment here, by the way, on the YouTube live stream, you guys. You don't need to DM me. Okay. You're funny people. Right. We wait. We have 6 minutes left. What do you think? Are we going to have sell trades or we're not going to have a sell trade? What do you think? If the candle is closing bearish, only then I will enter it. Only then I will enter. And let me half my risk because I'm only going to risk 5, so 0.5%. Half percent, so it's 275. Something like that, I think. I can even put a little bit more. There we go. Okay. So we're going to sell Euro, USD, and GU if the price is closing bearish. Okay. And then if you want to see the update, join the community and I will update you on these trades. I might be regretting this. Oh my goodness. Probably need to do something with this account because it's now at like 98K. So this is a junior account. This is where on junior accounts we have two simulation phase. So phase one, the profit target is 5%. And then on phase two, the profit target is 8%. And I have 4% daily drawdown and 10% overall. So we'll see how is it gonna end. I don't know. I feel so uncomfortable about taking these trades, but it's okay. It's okay. It's all for the live stream, right? That's why this is live trading room, right? We need to take some trades. We need to execute some trades. I probably need to find someone who is more of a scalper that can join us in the live trading room, and she or he can show us the strategy, and maybe execute more trades, right? Because my strategy is not that great when it comes to taking many trades. I normally take one, two. Sometimes, okay, sometimes I have like 4 setups a day, which is like very rarely, but it did happen. It did happen. You'll see. Okay, we have 4 minutes left. 4 minutes. Nice sell, but my take profit would be 50%. Okay. Okay, we can try and figure this out where I'll put my TP. I'm just waiting if the price is gonna close bearish or not. We need to be like voting. What do you think? So if these trades, whatever they will do, I will update you guys in the Discord. But I do want to say this. I might regret it, but what comes up must come down, right? So maybe this is the turning point. Maybe this is the turning point for this price action. So, but yeah, would be nice to actually see this account doing something like passing and then just show you like my journey with this one. But if I keep on taking trades just because of the sake of taking trades, that's not good. That's not good. Okay. Okay. Looks like I'm gonna actually get away with this. I won't need to take a trade. Well, maybe GU. GU might be the setup. But this is also where the discipline comes, right? If you are a trader and you know exactly where you need to enter, you know exactly where your strategy tells you to enter your trades, you need to wait. You need to set and you need to wait and you need to sit on your hands and not touch any buttons. Don't buy, don't sell, right? You just need to wait until it presents and it aligns with your trading plan. Yeah, looks like EU might not give a bearish candle. So maybe I'll wait for next one because I'm gonna finish the live stream in next 15 minutes or so. So let me see if we're gonna get this set up. Actually, we need to set our. So if I take this, which is 28 pips, let's put 30 pips. We will take 180, I think. Something around that, 180, 170, 168. So yeah, we'll see. If the candle is bearish, then we're taking it. And I will normally I target 1 to 2, like at least 1 to 2. So will I have enough? No. It's okay. We'll figure this out. So let us wait. We still have 1 minute left, and then we'll see what we're gonna do. What is EU doing? EU is gonna be bullish. There's no chance it's gonna turn bearish. So we'll be selling this. Let me see. Okay. 26. Okay. Right. Is it open? Not yet. Not yet. We're waiting. We need the bearish closure. We need a bearish closure. Okay, we're in. We're selling. We are selling. So where I put my stop was like somewhere like I wanted to find a place like somewhere above, above one of these highs in here. So now I need to set the profit. I would like to do 1 to 2 at least, but is it going to give me 1 to 2? It gives me 1 to 2 in here. So let's see how that's going to end. And we have a setup. Let's go, guys. I opened the trade. I did. We can see and wait how this is going. Like if I get bearish now, then we can enter. I will enter. So if I get a bearish closure now, I will enter. I will put my stops above this wick in here. So that's 37 pips. What I need to target is about 80 pips to get 1 to 2. So I'm going to be like trying to do this in here. So let me show you like that. We are selling right here. Sell. Oh my goodness. What am I doing? What is she doing? What is she doing? Okay, there we go. So if I sell, I will put the stops above this in here, right? Let me actually put the line just so I can see it like that. And then I'm going to be targeting this. So I would like the rest reward to be 1 to 2. It's 1 to 93. Not clearly seen. Okay, I will zoom in. Okay, is that better? Yeah. So we're waiting for bearish closure to sell. And the same thing in here. I sold it based on this bearish candle. Okay. The price is not going well, but I took a trade and we used 0.5% of the risk. So because that's in here, basically, guys. This is our risk management tool. You probably don't see very well because it is small, tiny numbers. But when you use CTrader yourselves, like it's going to be nice and clear. But I'm excited to see this trade. I'm actually excited for the trade. Crazy, isn't it? Excited for the trade. That's not in my plan. What kind of example? Well, there you go. Anna's leading by example. But I mean, we could, well, maybe this was a really good to show that if you want, you can always find a setup. Like if you really, really want to, you can always find a setup and you can find the confirmations why you should enter, why you should not take sell, why you should take buy, or other way around. It's like you can always try and find the reason for the entry. So yeah, but we'll see. We'll see this. I think this setup in here, like for you, honestly, it looks like really more like a swing setup, right? Because I like this zone in here. I really do. And just protect your position either above this wick in here. Can you see it? This wick in here, or above this area in here. So could be nice swing setup. Could be. So I'm not sure what we could use for the confirmation. I'm going to delete this. This is too much. I'm a little bit. I like my charts like as clean as possible. Actually, guys, I was talking with one of the traders, and the trader is using no tools like whatsoever, no indicators, no analysis, like just naked charts, literally naked charts, and just pure price action. And he said he's been trading for a long time, and it's just like in his eyes when he like zooms in or zooms out, like he just sees the zones. And I'm like, that's impressive. That's really impressive. So I also like my charts like nice and clean, but I do want to see like where the zones are just so I don't get confused, right? So I think that's a really super cool skill to have. And it is a skill because I think if you trade for like a really, really long time, you will just naturally see where those zones are. You will just naturally see where is the support, where is the resistance, where this price coming for the retest, and then once you drop through different time frames, you will see those zones as well. So But yeah, for me, it was like super cool to hear that the trader is not using any of the drawings on the chart. So that was pretty impressive, I would say. I was impressed. I'm still impressed, okay? As you can hear in my voice, I'm very much impressed about that. But yeah, we'll see what the EU, because I took the GU. Yeah, I took the GU trade, and we'll see what is it going to do. Currently it's in a little minus, but it's all good. It's all good. You can also say this is like a double top in here. This is the area, right? So we have one. Actually, let me do this. So we're going, oh, but this is not going to be a good color. Let me see if I can change the color. For example, bright blue. And then needs to be bigger. Like so, right? So M formation, like that, right? And then we have another leg in here. And then we have another printing now, like so. But this is our double top or the M formation. So this is actually double top and double bottom is the patterns that I personally trade, something that I trade most, when I look for my confirmations. Although I have enough just with bearish closure or bullish closure where I enter, but when I have like a double top or double top or double bottom or the W or the M, right? So this is M double top. Then it's obviously just like a stronger confirmation. But yeah, we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. Doesn't look too bearish, to be fair. I'm questioning my choices now. I'm questioning, like, why did I enter here? I'm just curious. Are you guys? Would you sell this? Like, literally, would you sell this? Would you buy this, or would you just sit out because you're like, you know, right? How to add Fibonacci in CTrader. So see this side of the tools in here, right? You can see here is the Fibonacci retracement. So it's under, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, ninth from the bottom. So I think it's actually in the middle, right? And then you can add the Fibonacci retracement. And it's not listening to me. There we go. Like that. And then you can go into the settings and you can select, you can't see now, but I do have a window popping up in here. And then if you go into the settings, then you can set different, color, for example, blue or purple, whatever, red, gray. I think this is the best. And then you can also set which levels you want to see. So you can add, different levels. I think normally it's used 23, 38, 50, I think, right? So that's where the Fibonacci is. Hopefully that helps. Megan, let me know if you find it. I used to trade with Fibonacci long time ago. Not anymore. Long time ago. I used to use Fibonacci tool for if you're into ICT trader, if you're ICT trader, then the middle, so the 50%, what's the name for it? I always forget. Oh my goodness. Guys, do you know what I mean? So basically in Fibonacci where we have this 50%, right? So that's the middle line, but ICT has a term for this. And I'm not going to try and even attempt to say that word. So I'm not going to even do it. Buying Aussie dollar at 62 Fibonacci zone. Okay, let me see. Let me demonstrate this for you. Okay. Wait, we need to go here. All symbols. Aussie dollar. Here. We are here. What time frame? There we go. Thanks for saving me. And I'm still not saying that word. I'm just not saying it. OTE zone. OTE zone was, I don't know what the OTE zone is. You guys, you with these crazy terms, okay? Right. Okay. Buying Aussie USD at 62 Fibonacci tool. So, but like I need to know the time frame that you're setting your Fibonacci tool, right? So let's say if it is 4 hours, then I assume you would put it from the bottom in here, right? From the bottom in here all the way to the top in here, right? Let me go into settings. I'll change the color so it's white. And then settings, you said 60, you said 61.8. Okay. So you're buying in here, right there. You're clever, guys. OT is zone in 61.8 to 78. Nice. Let me put the 78 zone in here as well. I don't have a 78. I have 70. I have 88, 76. Can I mess up with this? 78? Oh, I think I can. Look at that. See? 78. Okay, I'm learning, okay? You guys, you're teaching me. You're learning like I'm learning all about the Fibonacci tools in this. So oh, you mean 76. Okay. 76. I mean, I can easily adjust that, okay? Let me see. Where's my settings? 76. There we go. 6%. There we go. Okay. Look at that. So that's where you are going to buy at 62% fib zone. So in here. Free signal, guys. Free signal. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I should not be kidding like that. I'm going to be banned off the YouTube streams. So no free signals. No free signals. Anything we do in here, it's just for education purposes only, okay? For entertainment. For entertainment. Right, okay. Let me see with EU. Okay, I need to get ready to sell this, okay? Right, let me see. Where is my stop will be? Oh, now it's 41 pip. So that's bigger stop. 41. I want to risk only 0.5%. So I believe it's going to be like 120, maybe 126. Okay, yeah, that's good. So I'm going to wait 3 more minutes until this candle is closing. Once it's closing, I'm going to enter the sales and join into, GU sales. I really need to delete this. This is hurting my eyes. Okay. We'll wait and see. So also, guys, if you are trading with us, if you're trading with Leveraged, then we do have a new news rule trading. So you need to check your calendar. It is in your dashboard. If it has 3 stars next to it, the news calendar, if it has the 3 stars next to it, that means those are high impact news. And you cannot trade 5 minutes before and 5 minutes after. Okay. So always make sure that you check the news. Good. 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 Well, wait, we have 2 minutes. 2 minutes and I'm going to take another trade. Okay. 2 minutes and I'm going to take another trade. We'll see how that's going to go. So I want to I think I need to be safe. Like I definitely don't want to put it like above this so I can hear. So I'm going to take this price action. So this structure, and I'm going to put my stop above this one. So that's why it is quite a wider stop of 43 pips right now. So it just really depends where the price is going to close. So let's go. Let's go. Let's wait. Let's wait and see. I just wonder if the light color theme is going to be better for your eyes, if you maybe would see better. Now, if you're watching the screen, maybe close your eyes for a wee second. So 3, 2, 1, close your eyes. Now you can open it. Is this better? Do you think maybe light is better or the dark is better? Okay, you can let me know, guys. Okay, I need to enter the trade. There we go. We're placing the trade. Oh, I need to extend my risk just a little bit because it was not above this zone. So better. Let's go. So I need to stay on the light then. Okay. Okay. You know, to be fair, guys, I prefer light as well. I only used black because I thought, you know, I think whoever is using like a black dark theme, they are cooler, you know, like cool traders. And if you're using light, then it's not that good. So anyhow, I need to set my take profit now. I will be setting it right in here, right? So we're risking about 45 pips to make 117. So yeah, that's really good. That's really good risk to reward. So from now on, I'm going to be using the light. And it's okay. Two people said it. Now today, the minority wins. If you did not type, you know, dark theme, that's it. You don't have a saying anymore. We're just using light. Maybe I could switch, you know, between. But this is it. So we are selling right now. I have given you two setups. Okay. Um, you can remove the grid. We'll make it even better. You know what? Like grid is something that I like. Like me personally, I just like the grid. I mean, but there you go. See? No grid now. Is that better? Oh my. Oh, what things I do to please you guys. Things I do to please you. But okay, we do have two trades in and we will see what is going to happen. This is looking really wide stop loss in here, but well, we took a trade. That's what it is. I do want to say, guys, that wait, I need to put this on. Kata says 10 times better. Okay, no grid, but only for the live streams. I'll put the grid back up in once I'm trading. Once I'm off the live stream. So today in the Discord, let me see. Let me see what time it was. So it is an announcement. Today we're having the Discord call. So Discord call is more relaxed, and if you can join in and we can just have a chat about anything trading related, and we can get to know each other better and really connect in the community. It is happening at 1 p.m. UK time. No, sorry, 1 p.m. GMT, 2 p.m. UK time. So if you can join, that would be super cool. The Discord link to join the Discord is in the description. And yeah, please join in and let's get to know each other better. You can get to know me better as well. I promise I don't bite. I always say this. I don't bite. I promise. But now I'm gonna go and drink some tea because I feel like my voice is I'm losing it. Maybe all this talking, you know. That's what I'm saying. I need to find a buddy that will come and scalp with me. Okay, someone who's a scalper and takes a lot of setups and knows the stuff and knows the market, right? Who can predict the market. There you go. I'm looking for someone who can predict the market, scalp it, and we all have great fun together in here in this live trading room. Right. Anyhow, guys, thank you so much for being in here. I really appreciate y'all. If you want to see how my trade goes, I will update them in the Discord, in the Discord live trading room, not live trading room, trading floor. And yeah, we'll see how they go. They're not in my plan though, but we'll see. We'll see. At least we had fun. I mean, I had fun. So thank you so much for joining in, and I will see you in the next stream. Take care, use proper risk management, and I'll see you after. Bye.